Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First play and a first pass for Cousins.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first carry for a Miami native. This is Dalvin Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. And we know that about him, Charles. So maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Cousins again.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this is caught. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
That's swung out to Mostert.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Okay, ready?
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Tua, fast pass outside, complete. Touchdown! Durham Smythe, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have moved out in front.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up breaking the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Let's go now.
Tua sets up to pass it.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle during the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Once again, it's Mostert. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Calvin Donaldson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. And they'll accept that penalty. On second down, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Looking to pass, Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua finding his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The center receiver in motion to the right. A 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Again, it's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The kick by Joseph is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Dolphins 14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Play action. Now it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, Cousins. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. From the gun, it's Tua. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And he rifles one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This will get the lead up to 7. The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
A short kick taken at the 18, and they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. To the air again, it's Cousins. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's a gain of 53 yards. 1st down, Minnesota.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 1st down. Here's Cousins.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's got a man complete. The 40. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 99 yards.
And the Dolphins use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part one of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. In motion, the tight end. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Tagovailoa looking to throw it.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields this way up at the 17 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete. It's Cook. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Third and short yardage. Cousins able to find Thielen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.